Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our prospecting tip of the day. This is Sarah Robbins. I'm so thrilled to be with you guys today as we're kind of waiting for people to pile in. I would love for you to share who you are and where you're tuning in from. So go ahead and type that in the comments below. If it is your first time watching, please type a number 1 in the comments because I would love to warmly welcome you and say hello. And don't forget, you can click the share button for a chance for a shout. Remember this, as always, the more who know, the greater your team will grow. Before we get started, I would love to get acquainted. Again, if you'll go ahead and share a little bit more about yourself, without mentioning company name, of course, I'll share with you a little bit more about myself. I'm Sarah Robbins. I am the author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. I am also a former kindergarten teacher turned network marketing top leader. And I'm so thrilled to be with you every day on the weekdays as I share with you a very brief, typically about 15 minutes or less, prospecting tip of the day, totally free to help you rock your network marketing business. Don't forget, you can click the share button as Gretchen just had. Thank you, Gretchen. For a chance for a shout out, remember you can host a little virtual viewing party. The more on your team who know, the greater your team will grow. All right, guys, who is excited for today's prospecting tip of the day? Remember, for more great resources from me, such as my books, my webinars, which are live classes, and of course, my audio series, you can find it on the website. Just take a quick screenshot right now so you can find it at sarahrobbins.com. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick thanks to this community for making our best-selling book, now turned audiobook, a #1 bestseller the day, and of course, during the weekend that it launched. Our book hit #1 bestseller on Amazon the day that it launched 5 years ago. And you guys, every single day, thanks to you all, you've kept it on the bestseller list. When we launched the audiobook this weekend, I'm thrilled to say it was #1 in MLM, #1 in home-based business, and the #1 new release in marketing. And let me say, guys, those were alongside of some pretty big authors and pretty big books. So I want to encourage you guys to pick up a copy. Remember, we've got a special going on where you can purchase whatever copy of choice you'd like. You can do hard copy, and if you already have it, gift one to your team right inside You Rock. Some people like to do it as welcome to the team gifts, or as congratulation gifts, that you can tell them that they are a network marketing rock star. Or you can do a Kindle version if you like that as well, or audio. Now, audio was super fun for me because I actually get to read it, so you'll hear my voice. And I went off script quite a bit. So it's kind of like RYNMB 2.0 because I shared some, just additional things that were super fun. I see many of you guys have been leveraging drive time, downtime, workout time. Maybe you're making your car a rolling university, learning again and again. But if you email your order number, whatever method you'd like, to rocktheaudio@gmail.com, I will send you 3 free gifts: 1 leadership training, 1 download on ideas of ways to power prospect and rock your recruiting, and another is language as well. So truly, I do hope that it helps you to rock your network marketing business. It was such a joy and a pleasure to be able to record and, of course, to share with all of you. You can find it now on Amazon. It is an Audible product. All right. Well, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to share your story. We're going to be talking about your product story in general. We're going to be talking about how to share your product via stories, pictures, and testimonials. And I'm so excited to share it with you. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of product and, of course, getting great customers and keeping great customers. I mentioned that we built a $1 billion sales team. And of course, the majority of those came from customer sales. And now 60% of consultants on our team actually started as customers first. So we've become quite the experts at getting customers, keeping them for the long term, and then converting our customers to being our best consultants or business partners too. So you can watch yesterday's training. It talks a little bit about that. But today we're going to talk about the importance of telling your product story and just different ways that you can talk about your product in general. The first thing that I want to talk about is the importance of packaging your product story and how to create a compelling one. Now, I recommend that everybody does this today. And if you haven't done it recently, you can update your product story too, as you can tell your product story one-on-one. You can tell it at events. You can even share it on social media. Remember, facts tell, stories sell. As network marketing professionals, we are paid storytellers. Your personal product story is far more compelling way to sell a product and pique product interest than sharing ingredients and usage. Guys, that stuff just makes people's heads spin and eye roll, right? The way to sell a product is really through a story, your personal testimonial. So you can take a quick screenshot of this, but it's also included in my book as well. This is just a simple outline to follow when packaging your product story that you'll share with people that you're presenting to. So the first thing that you'll share when packaging your story is the challenge that you had prior to starting your products. So for example, if you had acne, share it if you're, in skincare. Number 2, how were you introduced to the product? So who introduced you or how did you learn about them? Number 3, what product did you personally start using? Number 4, what were the initial results that you saw? So the, immediate results you saw in what time frame? And number 5, what is the best part about the results that you're seeing or you are achieving? So for example, let's pretend you're in skincare. I am. So without saying product names, I'm just going to kind of give a generic example of my story. So follow along these 5 bullet points above and you'll see how easily it flows. So I might say something like this. I always struggled with adult acne. My mom, Chris, introduced me to our acne line. In the first few days of using the product, I noticed my redness was going down, the swelling was going down, and the best part today is that I'm acne free. Now, guys, I like to put in a little fun, humor, and personality. So actually, this is how I share the story. I say I always struggled with adult acne. In fact, I'm a former kindergarten teacher. My kindergartners used to say, Mrs. Robbins, you have polka dots all over your face. My mom, Chris, introduced me to her acne line. And in the first few days, I noticed my redness was going down and the swelling was going down. And the best part is today, I'm polka dot free. And I even tell people that I'm free of foundation too. Now imagine if I tried to tell you all about the products and the ingredients and all of these things. You just want to know, right? Does it work? What's her story? What's her experience? It's our stories and experiences that sell things to people every day. For example, I was sitting with a mom today after music class, and she was talking about some of the health programs she's doing. She didn't sit down and say, oh, Sarah, here's the supplements and ingredients that I'm taking, and here's the recipes that I'm doing. She just started saying, hey, it's a really cool product. We're focusing on, clean eating and exercising, and I'm seeing such great results, and you should join us. Right? That's what we do as humans. We talk about it. We're normal. People just turn so weird when they start doing this business, right? It's like we turn into little robots. Talk to people normally. Get good at sharing your experience. Learn to get comfortable in sharing your story and other people's stories too. This isn't about selling, guys. It's about storytelling. It's about finding something that somebody has a need for, providing a solution and a recommendation. So when somebody poses a problem that you can solve through your business or product, share your story. And again, if you need help in crafting your story, I want to recommend that you read the chapter on products in my book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, or the audiobook as well, which is now available on audio. I also give you 5 bullet points on how to craft your business story. So if you need help on that, then make sure that you check out that chapter too on telling your story. It's also in my recruiting webinar that I do as well. Now, another way to tell a story is through pictures. So pictures really speak 1,000 words, guys. I always tell people they're going to sell more product with pictures than anything they could ever say about their product. We're visual people, right? So think about it this way. If you saw a friend's weight loss story in written form online, you may or may not ever read it. But if you saw their pictures, you'd stop, admire, be impressed, and more likely inquire about how they did it, especially if they kept posting progress pictures, right? It really keeps things top of mind. So here's the key to creating good pictures that sell. Number 1, be sure that there's integrity behind every picture. So for example, if you're doing before and after pictures, you gotta have the same lighting, the same angle. So for example, if you're doing skincare, hair back, makeup off. If you're in weight loss, the same clothes. If you're in jewelry, make sure it pops in pictures. So that's number 1. Number 2, take them regularly on a regular basis. Number 3, share them often. You can share pictures every day. And number 4, ask other people to take before and afters or snap a photo of them showcasing your product. And number 5, compile a library full of pictures that you can use during presentations or pull from for online posts and make them available for your team. So for example, on our team Facebook page, Under photos, I create albums, and I have a whole album of over 300 pictures of before and after pictures, product pictures that people can share. So when they do the post a day to keep leads coming their way, they have lots of different options to pull from, one for every day of the week. And I think it just took me, really a day to create that album, but you can ask your team to contribute to it too. Now, one of our fastest growing teams actually recommends a post a day to keep leads coming your way. So here are clever ideas for picture posts. Number one, before and after pictures. So if this applies to your product, initially this can come from just friends and family, and these can be shared on social media, or here's a bonus tip for you. They can be laminated and shared at events. So Kim Cartwright, a leader on my team, when she does live events, she laminates places we've been in the press. She laminates before and after pictures. So when she's talking about that particular product, she's passing validating pictures around, which builds belief and provides social proof. Now, some of you might say, well, I have an album for that. Guys, people don't pick up albums and thumb through them and really take a look at them. But when you are specific about picking a picture for your particular topic, your talking point, one product, and you pass it around, that's what creates the validation or the social proof. Now, better yet, if you have somebody live in the crowd who's using that product or who is wearing that item, that you can have them stand up, showcase, and share a testimonial, that's even better, okay? Number two, progress photos. So these are super powerful for results-oriented products. So, for example, here's me month 1, month 2, month 3, etc. Number three, comparison photos. So these could be side-by-side shots, like one leg with sunless self-tanner on and the other without. I saw one guy in our company, he was a brave husband who did a lash product on one eye, a lash lengthener on one and not on the other. Or for example, teeth whitener, right? Do it on the top, not the bottom. Yes, you're brave to go in public that way. There's always a few brave souls in the crowd. Number four, product selfies. Guys, it's one thing to post a stock photo or even a photo from your company. When you're holding the product, especially in portrait mode, and you snap a quick selfie, people are more likely to stop and look at it in the newsfeed because they recognize you. And number five, remember this, a picture post a day keeps leads coming your way. Now, this is in addition to your other product posts. So I just want to make a recommendation here, guys. I did a 2-hour webinar on how to rock your network marketing business all online. It was on social media. You can find it on my website at sarahrobbins.com. When you go to the store, it's called Social Media That Sells. I literally take 2 hours on and I train you on how to build your business specifically on social media, Facebook and Instagram. I teach you how to do live video, virtual events. I give you examples of power posts that sell. Social media that sells really without selling. And I even give you some great team building tips there too. So if you want it, pick it up because it'll give you some more ideas of how to share your product and your business online. Now, the third powerful way to talk about your product is through testimonials. Here's a quick tip on how to get testimonials. Take a few minutes today to text a few of your customers. And this is what I want you to say. Hey, I'm just checking in. How are you loving your products? Or how are you loving your purchase? And just pause. When they respond with something positive, you now have a testimonial. Screenshot it and say, hey, I'm so glad you love them. With your permission, could I share your testimonial on social media? And then you could share the screenshot with their permission along with your own personal message. And as a bonus tip, ask if you could tag them in it because this way it'll show up on their page and to their friends as well. Or better yet, if they have a before and after or a progress picture or a product selfie of them wearing or holding or modeling your products, ask if you can share that with their testimonial too. As you guys can see, facts tell and stories sell. Type that in. That's good to remember. Facts tell, stories sell. All right, guys, I'm so excited because as you know, I just concluded our Supersize Your Sales in Network Marketing Summit. It's selling for direct selling. And we did a 2-hour live training as well. We sold out and we got 100% positive feedback. So many people said, will you make another session available? I said, sure. So you can actually purchase it now at sarahrobbins.com. Look for Supersize Your Sales. There's a few classes if you like, the one on specifically selling. So this one's on how to get customers and keep them for the long term. I teach you how we built $1 billion sales organization. And I even teach you how we converted our customers to consultants. But while you're on my site, you can also find our Rock Your Recruiting webinar, which is all on how I recruited 300 people in my business and how we went on to build a team of over 300,000. Or if you're interested in this social media summit, all about how to build your business online, it's there. You can read all of the product descriptions, but they're available for a limited time at our introductory price. And I do hope that it helps you to rock your network marketing business. Speaking of rocking your business, for those who just joined, again, I wanted to say thank you to all of you for a successful launch of Rock Your Network Marketing Business audiobook. #1 in MLM, #1 in home-based business, and #1 in marketing books overall for new releases. It's a big deal. So to celebrate, if you purchase a copy, whether it's hard copy, Kindle, or audiobook, simply email your order number to rocktheaudio@gmail.com. I'm going to send you 3 free gifts that I hope will also help you to rock your network marketing business. All right, guys, I simply wanted to say thanks. And for now, share with me your takeaways. What did you learn from today's tip below? Go ahead and comment. And don't forget, click the share button so you can share this with your team on your team pages. Remember, as always, the more who know, the greater your team will grow. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, coming up in October, we also have a new live class coming up. Let me just share with you guys the date real quick. I don't even have a slide because we just scheduled it. It is on October 18th. We're doing a really cool webinar on power presenting. I'm going to teach you how to talk powerfully about your business in a casual setting, a formal setting, in the home, etc., even online events. If you want to know how to rock your events, make sure you sign up for that class. It's going to be small because I want to have a great impact. So those will sell out relatively fast. So if you are interested, I would encourage you to get your seat now. I hope to see you guys there, if not sooner, like tomorrow on this page for another free prospecting tip of the day. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. God bless, and goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars.